How about Michael Brantley? What's his status for opening day? Has that changed at all?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. They haven't come right out and said yet that he's going to be on the opening day roster. That decision will be coming soon, obviously, since opening day is on Monday. So he's the good news with him is he's had 3 stretches of playing multiple games in a row. He just finished a series of 3 games in a row, and that was a huge hurdle for him last year that he wasn't able to overcome. You know, last year in spring, he appeared in a game, hit a home run, everyone got all excited, and then he didn't, make it back on the field and had setbacks. And then started to ramp up, and he eventually made it back to Cleveland, and then fatigue set in again in his shoulder. And it was sort of this starting and stalling throughout the year that limited him to 11 games last year with the Indians and led to a second surgery on that right arm involving his biceps. So they felt last year they really found the source of the issue, addressed it, and did it in enough time where he could get to spring in a great spot. And so far, the results have followed exactly that hope. So he's looked really strong this spring. He's played multiple games in a row. He's hitting, I think, around 400 in the games he has played. He's hit a couple homers. I mean, he's making hard contact. And there's no issues defensively because it's not his throwing arm. So from what we've seen and from sort of the tea leaves that they've given us to this point, it looks really good for him making the opening day roster. It's going to come down to whether or not they feel the volume of at-bats is enough. Do they want him to get more of a spring training volume rather than break camp with him? And I think that'll kind of be the deciding factor, not the factor of is he feeling good right now, because he is feeling good right now.
How crucial is he to being in that lineup, to have his presence there for the Indians?
Well, I would say it's crucial in the sense that they're opening the year without Jason Kipnis. I think the one benefit that this team has is they can look back to last year and say, we didn't have Michael Brantley for almost the entire season. We didn't have Michael Brantley for the postseason, and we almost won the World Series. And they were the, I believe, 4th best run-scoring team in the American League last year, without a guy who was the 3rd-place finisher in MVP voting not that long ago. So I think there's that optimism that even without Michael Brantley, they have the pieces to still have a great offensive team. I mean, last year's injury was not great for the Indians. They wanted Michael Brantley in there, but it opened the door for Jose Ramirez to have a breakout campaign, and they just signed him to a 7-year potential extension. So it's a situation where they're a better team if Michael Brantley's in the lineup and is doing what they're doing. Terry Francona said if he is back, it almost feels like they signed 2 stud hitters over the winter by getting Encarnacion and Brantley. But they, again, sort of have that mentality of knowing, they succeeded without Michael Brantley in the lineup, and I think that just speaks to the strength of that offense right now.